What's up, Alpha? It's your boy Alpha Man, and I'm here with Africa 765. How you doing today, Torre?
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag, same gimmick, different day. We're coming fresh off of the celebration on the island of relevancy that took a turn, but ready to talk wrestling. You already know the vibes.
We might well get into that because that's what the title is. The 1,007-day reign of the one, the only tribal chief Roman Reigns. He comes out to a
The
new
big
belt.
oos.
He comes out with, and Triple H gives him a new belt after dissing him 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
This
like this.
nigga worked his contract to where he's holding up the belt. Let's get him a new one.
Then Paul Heyman still got the other two belts. I would have
Paul Heyman next week cannot have the other two belts.
No, keep it. Keep it.
Bruh, no.
Do it.
Can you
just
think about our mental health timeline wise if he has those three belts. The timeline will be in shambles.
I just want him to even though it don't mean nothing, but he got the three. He got the three belts.
He got to send them bitches home.
He just had Paul Heyman. Them the belts that Paul Heyman holds. The Paul Heyman.
The retired belts are just Paul's now. I hear you.
And then he get only reason he gets them is to swing them like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say just
give him back to Paul and then raise the one belt up. But he essentially gets the belt. He tells you he does this little mean thing. Joe trying to meet to us on Pride Month. Shout out to Joe. but essentially he comes out, he tells her, I'm your tribal chief. It's a hilarious thing. True. Joe just looking up Googling random.
I was gonna say Joe on the Wikipedia getting his rocks off. I'm here for it.
They brought Lesnar to beat him. But Roman comes out, he talks, brags about him, tell everybody that he's their tribal chief, and now the universe acknowledge me. To a crazy reaction, by the way, because they don't care if they boo him the whole night.
I was about to say, they are ready to boo Roman at all points in time.
Joe's 9th birthday, shout out to Uniqo. So the Rock won the Rocky Maivia Intercontinental Championship on his 9th birthday. Then the Usos come out after Roman talks for a little bit. And then we go to a commercial break, which I thought was weird. But I'm like, okay.
Oh, come on. No, look, they were going into Sega 8. It was the last quarter of the night. They had to get a commercial break in.
They had to get one more commercial in.
We've been doing this for too long to not know how ratings work and the fucking breakdowns of Segs, bro. Come on.
I'm like, hey, but you ain't give us cinema this month.
Hey, they turned it on as soon as the cameras came back, though.
They did.
As soon as they gave it to us.
They
kick him in the face. That's how you make this right. I was like, damn. I'm getting there.
Somehow Joe is on all my channels, even my channel that plays sleepy music for. Shout out.
Joe knows how to work the system. Let's go.
Yeah. But kick him in the face. That's how you make this right. Jay, I'm talking to you. And Jay doing his little pout thing he does, that's hilarious to me.
This, bro, it's not even a little pout thing. This nigga is having a full-blown existential crisis. But it's personalized into himself. He's like, oh my God. He's like, my family is imploding. And yeah, I think he's still fighting back that rebellious streak that is main event Jey Uso. That nigga's still in there somewhere. Roman didn't beat that nigga completely down.
Yeah, and they go in, they just kick him in the face. Is how you make this right. Then they go to Solo. Solo, tell him whose side you're on. Oh, hold up. First, Jimmy said, I do anything. I did this for my brother. And I do it for you, that brother too. You are my brother. I thought we were going to get I'm my brother's keeping line.
Nah, they're more originals than that. Don't try and lock them in with that. They did this shit right.
Joe said, "Bring back that.", Gunther got that. He pretty good at it. He got it pretty good. So,
I was going to say the Intercontinental Belt is fire. Gunther's on a 400 and something, almost 500 and something day reign, been stomping shit. The belt's actually respectable again.
Yeah. We just got to get Austin Theory to give us more matches for some
Hey,
reason.
Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly is low key. I've already seen some hate on that match. I low key. No, fuck that. I high key. I like the pairing of Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly.
It is interesting. He,
It's
he
a
gotta get that popping bottles. So when that's
yeah,
for
bruh.
I be popping bottles.
We got to get Austin Theory with a yes boy at some point.
Yo, he gotta come up with this. Him and Pretty Dick gotta come up. I be popping bottles. He gotta do it. TikTok done made it your song. You are famous. Austin Theory is famous for that.
But Vince ain't gonna sign off on no licensing for music. That nigga ain't CM Punk, bro. But Austin Theory is an amazing wrestler. Kid could be the next John Cena. I've been saying this long before he beat him at WrestleMania, which we should talk about a lot more. I say this every week. I'm gonna keep saying it. Fucking, why are we not talking about this more?
Yeah. But he come in and then he said, Solo, tell him whose side you are. And Solo said, you are, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief.
But they are my brothers.
And then he walks over, he does his hand like this, that he always does. The open hands on the arms is interesting, but shout out to that.
And then Jimmy takes his chance. He sees his little brother sides with him, and he tells Jay. I mean, he tells Roman that they can do this together, and
With
that they're a
respect.
family with respect for each other. He doesn't have to abuse them and manipulate them. And then a little more. We go in for the hug finally. Beautiful hug. And
Roman closes
Jimmy's
his
like,
eyes.
can't we just do this together again? And
Jay
Roman goes,
is happy.
yeah, Jay's happy. Solo is completely indifferent still. He got a twitchy thumb, but Roman gives us like it looks like this nigga's finna cry, bruh. Like he looked like, and then his face just goes completely black, and he's like, "No, we can't."
And then
And they
Jay do the slow walk back. Straight into a Samoan spike.
like and it's beautiful because Jay played it back the way he walked. He thought somewhere in his mind that him and his brothers were going to jump the tribal chief, and then he got the Samoan spike, and then Jay is the most beaten and battered woman out of the whole bunch of the
Yo, he
bloodline.
howled
So
like
he's
he
got
howled like the
he's
roots.
got straight Stockholm syndrome. Jay does because he
He
had to go through
howled,
a whole
Tori.
hell in the cell. He had to go through a whole hell in the cell match with Roman. I mean, his brother had to come down and throw in the towel for him. So I mean, we know the mental anguish and turmoil that Jay is in all of this to begin with. The PTSD is real, but yeah,
He
right.
howled, Tori. He howled after he got put.
he was so sad. He was so legitimately sad. Usos supporting actors of the year, multiple years running now, folks. Like, if you'd have thought he really just shot his brother, this nigga got a thumb to the throat.
Man,
But
he
it
howled,
was
boy.
magic. He howled for real. He no, you thought Solo just shot this nigga with a deagle. 50 AE right to the chest. Just blew his whole shit off. Even though it was a Samoan spike. I mean, yo, these niggas sold it. As per usual. It was beautiful.
It was then Roman walks off slowly. He goes out the ring. Jay been howling. I like how long he's committed to the howl too.
Okay. No, one thing
Roman
I
walks
didn't like, I did not like how long Solo stayed standing in the ring after. Like, where Jimmy was regaining composure and like looking up at him all hurt. This nigga still standing in the ring, got his thumb cocked like a fucking. I think he should have been on that. I think he should have went out with Roman.
I think I know what they tried, but he don't. I don't think he kind of know how to do it. I think he's supposed to look a little sad, and I don't think he didn't do it.
That did not come through.
No, I'm saying he didn't do it.
I thought he was just mean mugging this nigga. I thought it was intimidation.
I thought he was supposed to look like a stale face. Like if he could act to the level, he could just have like a slight tit and just
It did
didn't go.
not come off like that.
It didn't, because that's the only reason I think he was stood there, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I
But
really thought he was just
I'm
mad
hoping that was
dogging.
it. Because if he was just mean mugging him, that's weird.
I was like, you should have moved with Ron. Like he was just standing there afterwards, just mean mugging nigga, and like
But
that's
you
what.
get what I'm saying. Storytelling how it makes sense if he did that though.
Because
But I don't
if
think it
we
came
go
through.
back and look, I'm pretty sure if you look at Jay while he's on down there with Jimmy, and then there's when they do the camera thing, I swear, maybe I'm just tripping because we know I just be getting stoned and watching wrestling. But I swear, he gives him the Iggy with his eyes to like go out of the ring. Cause
Yeah.
like I swear he does. Maybe he doesn't. I'm just high, but I swear it looks
But
like he
I
does.
think that was the intention, but it didn't come off of it, so it looked weird.
Yeah.
Cause like
Solo's sort of
if I
feeling
turn
like
on my brothers, I'm gonna look sad, and I think that what they were
and
trying.
and that did not come across if that's what
You know what I'm
that
saying?
nigga sad face is stone cold.
What if they did? What if they just make his sad face like Solo's emotion?
All of Solo's emotions are just that one fucking face.
That'd be hilarious.
That's
Solo's
where
happy, same
that
face.
yeah.
Solo upset, same face.
When
I need to make
Solo
it a
finally
meme.
takes down Roman Reigns, he's got to wear that same face.
I need when he turns on Roman and Samoan Spike Roman same face.
It's got to be a Samoan Spike super kick combo. He's got to like the I don't know. Oh, they super kick him back into his arm where he's holding Roman waiting, and then he jerks him back into the freaking
Oh, that'd be
Samoan
cinema.
spike.
You
That'd be
know that's probably what
nasty.
that'd be cinema.
That would be gross.
That got to be like toward the end
Yeah,
when it's over.
I'm thinking that's like final days of the bloodline right there. It's got to be, but the end of the run.
Even though I do predict, I'm gonna make the prediction, but yeah, they go to the back. We gonna do prediction what we think is going. So because I've been,
That'll be the night after he loses to Cody next year.
I don't know if you can. I
Oh.
don't know how you hold this off for no
They
year.
can't hold it off for too much longer. They got a Money in the Bank but Cody, unless they can work Cody into getting the shot at Money in the Bank, because as we'll tell you folks in a second, L.A. Knight, yeah, is who should win
Montez
Money
Ford
in the
never
Bank,
gets booed, dog. He was booed so.
bruh. It's L.A. Knight. Of course he got booed,
I think Triple A took notice in Saudi Arabia when they were cheering LA Knight so great.
bruh. He should have known this before that. This nigga is over. Organically over, naturally over, the purest form of over is what LA Knight is. Damn near no intervention from
They
freaking
tried to pipe it
the
in last
machine.
week too. They tried to pipe in booze. I'm like, that ain't working. No,
Yeah, it ain't
you
gonna
can hear
work,
the
bro.
cheers over.
Yeah.
But he goes out the ring. They walk there, and you see Paul. And we talked about this a little bit. What about Jay?
What about Jay? What about Jay, my tribal chief?
Jay's gonna do what he always does.
Fall in line. I was like, damn, cold nigga. That nigga Roman, cold.
And then they go back to Jay howling as the show goes.
My brother just got hit with the thumb in the throat.
Like Jay good now too. He like up. He like
Yeah.
he's still howling like got his hand in his shoulder like he got hit. I'm like,
Like,
no, he's good now. He's
I
up
was
and
like,
looking.
you got up, bro. We know how the Samoan spike works, okay? This nigga better not come out in a neck brace next week. I'll be shitty.
Oh, and Jay still
Because they've been
howling.
trying to sell us this Samoan spike for freaking. And Solo's good, but they gave us they tried to put the comparison to Umaga too early on. And it's just, your Samoan spike's not better than Umaga's. It's not even close to Umaga's.
I think he's too like.
I'm pretty sure Umaga's was a shoot. I'm pretty sure that nigga was legitimately jamming his thumb in people's throats at some point.
I think he's too. I like his stoic character, but I feel like you to do the Samoan spike, got to be just like a wild dude, like Umaga. Like
He's too subdued. He's too laid back for it.
Like Umaga runs around. Oh,
This nigga screaming at everybody, fucking Samoan
like you can't be
spiking the
stoic and then
Undertaker and
just
shit.
like the only time you just get loud is when you get ready to do it, and every other time you just sit there with your arms on your arm. Like no, Umaga used to run around like a psychopath, but it was an amazing segment, by the way. That crowd ate every bit of. They cheered when Romans hugged
But
Jimmy.
it's so crazy that we've gotten to the point, and man, okay. Jim
They
Cornette.
knew that wasn't going with it.
Listen, I'm gonna sound like Jim Cornette here, but this dawned on me here in all of this magnificence. Man, we got to the point in 2023 where we're legit, like we're not getting main event matches. It's main event talk segments. Which I mean, it'd be one thing if they were all as good as the Bloodline, but they're not. You know what
Please,
I mean?
please don't put the 4 pillars back on.
No, that's not what I'm saying,
Only in a match. Only Tori do not want to see them ever talk again.
bruh.
I ain't gonna lie, I agree with you.
The,
Three of them ain't even good talking. MJF the only good talker, so you had to kill.
MJF and Darby, what? And maybe we can still get that match, but that should have been this matchup. And I mean, I didn't hate the Four Pillars match.
It was good, man. The match is good. It's just
Yeah,
the build up
the
is.
angle itself, just
It's
we
they
should
don't
have.
have they
Damn,
don't
you
have
should have
that.
anointed just different people to be the Four Pillars.
Y'all
Like,
saw the Ricky Starks interview.
what if it would have been MJF, Darby Allin, Will Hobbs, and Ricky Starks?
It would have been better
You'd
talk
have had
because
a
Ricky
far
Starks
better
has been.
talking story. Darby had beef with Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs when they were part of Team Taz in the beginning of freaking niggas don't even remember Team Taz. When they were part of Team Taz in the beginning of AEW, which is crazy. AEW's only what 3-4 years old. People's memories got to get better, but you have that right there. It could, and I think that freaking Will Hobbs and Ricky Stark are just overall have more upside long term than Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara.
I agree with Ricky Starks. First off, saying you got 4 pillars is like basically shitting on
You think he
all
got
other teams.
permission to shoot like that? Because that felt like a shoot. He didn't feel like he was working. He was saying what everybody thought. Like,
It's stupid.
although I'm a wrestling nerd, so okay, I like the Four Pillars terms. I like the illusion
But if
that the
you
'90s
talented as
all
Ricky
Japan,
Starks
bruh.
and you seeing like no offense to Jungle Boy out there who can't talk, and I'm like, he's a pillow over me. Like it gonna start that kind of, you
But
know.
that was Tony. We know Tony Khan is like he's a mark like us. So we know, but only he's got the
Like
money.
to,
So of course he's going to
to,
do all these references.
but to be honest, if you do 4 pillars, it got to be a clear cut.
Four pillars. It's like
You can't.
MJF is a clear cut one. I think Darby Allin is a clear cut one. Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara, you tried, but Sammy Guevara was freaking
I think you said Britt
Chris.
Baker most.
Yeah, but that match would have been how would that match would have worked out? Actually, it's 2023. If Tony Khan had balls, he'd do it. Because look at the Indies. You can see an intergender match any night of the week on the Indies, folks,
You can
and
see it on
they're
all
well
Elite
worked
Fight
too.
on the fight thing.
Like death matches, you can see boy girl death matches on the Indies in 2023, and that's sick as fuck. I may not like to watch it all the time, but that's still dope that it can happen. Don't get me wrong.
You can do it on AEW Fight Forever. Ain't that what you
Yeah,
can do?
I'm man. I want to get it, but I sort of don't want to get it because, like,
Yo, this,
look at that game, and look at 2K23, bro.
I do like the fact you can do dumb shit like skateboard on
Yeah, but
people's head.
look at 2K23,
It
bro.
is gonna feel like I'm playing No Mercy again, graphics.
I was gonna say, look at 2K23. Look at the depth of the character creator. Look at the move set, the expansive, retarded
If
move
they give
set.
me KO system like in No Mercy, then I think I'll be happy with. Let me beat John Moxley every match till he can't get up.
Bro,
I said in the group chat,
I'm
you have
making
to say
bleed,
that.
bro. I'm going to make John Moxley bleed every. No, better yet, whenever I'm in a John Moxley match, I'm gonna turn the blood off.
Just go KO without KO with no blood.
No blood at all, and it's gonna be a straight up no holds barred death match. I'm gonna beat him with the
You gonna
skateboard, do a
DM him
kick,
every day. DM every match story. DM him every
just
match.
DM the video of it, the screenshots of just the screen recording of the match every day.
No KO, no blood KOs every time.
No, I should just make him work in a regular ass match every day. Just clean Bogler's old school. I'm gonna start it with the elbow collar tie up with him and freaking just go from there.
Automatic quit matches if you ever use a weapon.
Yep. Disqualifications on. I
Have
know
more.
that's hard for AEW to do, but this video game.
I hope the referees bet
I
on
mean,
the
I'm gonna
video
give it
game.
a fair shake. If it's just fun, I'm gonna say it's fun. because I'm not one to hate on the game. I love wrestling. I love wrestling games.
I'm looking for. I'm proud.
I,
I don't know. I gotta get Diablo. It's a strong month though. I don't. God,
it is. You gotta be. But it's been, bro. It's been a strong couple years. What are we talking about, bro? I don't know
I'm talking
about
about
you.
specific for video game. This
Yeah,
month is.
nigga, I'm talking about the past. Think, Elden Ring, freaking
But those spread out. I can
Elden
take
Ring,
one
God
time.
of War, freaking goddamn
But that's months
Jedi.
apart. You see what I'm saying? Just month,
We
month,
got
month, month.
Pokemon. We got Pokemon too, bro.
I ain't got no Switch, so that's good. But I'm just saying.
Oh,
But
but
this
I'm
month
saying it's been.
individually though, I'm like, dang, I want.
Oh yeah, June's looking
I
crazy.
got like 5 games I want. No, I ain't. Every month I least like one game I
And
want,
games,
and then I be like, this is
they're so expensive, folks.
Diablo is like 60, $70. It's $70
But that's
regular.
regular. But that's
But
regular at this point anyway. So
but
that's
but,
you know
but
what I
they got
mean.
a lot
It's
of people
not.
pay that 90 for that 4 days early. I'm like, I ain't got time for 4 days early. Y'all can keep.
Also
I'll
got a
wait.
lot of streamers that got that shit for free from Blizzard.
Hey Blizzard, I stream on YouTube. You know I don't play games, but you can see. We started. It started Smackdown. We hit 20-minute mark and we ain't talked about each other. Fight forever, shout out to Fight Forever, man. I'm looking
Yeah, shout
forward to
out to
it.
Fight for it. It's
I hope it's fun.
like I said, if it's bad though, I'm gonna say it's fucking bad.
I will too, but it looks like it's dumb fun. But if it's glitchy, the thing it can't be is glitchy. You can't look like that and be
As
glitchy.
long as it's got legit local multiplayer, like it doesn't. As long as I can just have like four, as long as you can have four controllers and play it at the crib, I think it's gonna be a
I just
smash.
need it not to be
For,
glitchy because you can't look like that and be glitchy at the
yeah,
same time.
but I do I miss like and that's why people love Diablo though. You still have that couch co-op feel. You know what I mean? You can still
Yeah.
do that.
The show starts off with a video package of we see CM Punk, we see they even had they had the Daniel Bryan, Akira Bryan dancing choke out scene to make sure they made sure they let
Drive
you
it
know.
home. The
It's like
stack pin that started it all.
hey, I ain't gonna lie though, he did call that like
They
weeks before
didn't.
and they did it.
But do you notice what they didn't show? They didn't show the Bray Wyatt Fiend match when he won the Did they? Did they show when he knocked out the Fiend when he first came back during? I
They
don't think they
they
did.
showed. I think they showed when he left the arena though with the belt the first time.
But they didn't show.
Yeah, they didn't show the match.
Okay, but they showed every other. So what the? I don't know. I'm just saying. I noticed that.
I think they try to stick to like main pay per views and stuff. You know,
But
they
I,
show them on
but
the
I
back.
mean, that was technically. I mean, technically, think he came back and it was off to the races, and
Yeah,
he came back that night after what was it, the Fiend and Goldberg.
they made sure to hold that CM Punk thing when he passed him a little bit too. I
Oh
noticed
yeah,
that.
they slowed it down. So the editor was in his bag. He was like, I'm trying to get that extra nod. He wants to make sure Triple H gives him dap when he comes through to look at the end of the night cut when they do the super cut at the end. Shout out to the WWE production team because I watched a video that showed like how the editors get the super cuts that they show at the end of the pay per views ready and like how they cut out the clips in live time and like that looks so fucking stressful, bro.
I just imagine Vince on you. Get the clips.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I was gonna say you gotta have, but think, and you literally have to take it out of the pay per view as it's happening, and then have this little package. Because think they show it at the end of every pay per view. They show you the little super cut of what happened through the night.
to be fair, they show it. They on Raw. They show it right after.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens, even when
I was
Kevin
about
Owens
to
said,
say
like,
the
then we
replay.
this just
I
happened.
hope, I hope the replay guy, whoever the editor is that does the replays on all the shows, especially on Raw, for 3 hours. I hope they're extremely well paid. Them niggas
Kevin Owens
deserve to
is
make at
becoming.
least six figures a year.
We can do this right now because we ain't gonna talk about much of. Kevin Owens becoming one of my favorite people.
Bruh, how is he becoming? Come on.
No,
Kevin O-
it went from like top
okay,
7 to like
look.
top 3
I
now.
don't
That's
want
what it went
okay,
to. I'm saying.
I'm about to sound like the gatekeeper nerd for a second. But nigga, I've been down since it was fucking Steen, fucking Adam Cole and the Young Bucks and freaking they were the Mount
You
Rushmore
know
of
what I'm
pro
saying?
wrestling and pro wrestling gorilla, bro. Like, come
You know,
on.
it went from top 7 to top
Kevin
3 just
Steen
like that.
has been that nigga, even though he's white. He's been that wigga.
But he's the ultimate
He's
continuity
been that
person.
French Canadian. There we go. That's much
But
better.
he's the ultimate continuity person.
He looks like the everyman, but still freaking. But we still tote him as a prize fighter. We ain't gonna act. Kevin Owens has big match feel. He has big match energy.
Yeah, but he has to. He continuity.
Pause.
He WWE's continuity author. Like, he
Yeah.
doing
He
he
was
doing
like,
my.
we didn't say your name, bruh.
He,
Set up the Raw. We didn't say your name. Why are you coming out? We did
he
not.
broke the rule. He
He
broke
broke.
the rule. You're not supposed to do that.
He
If
is
we don't,
Zel. He is Zelmay at home, only in the ring.
why you
He's
do that? You
he's
don't
gonna
do
get the
that.
cameraman for Finn. Don't worry.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna stun the cameraman. He's gonna do it.
And he's gonna say that was for Finn. That
And
was for the demon. You ruined the whole gimmick.
when you think about Roman's run, he is the first person to beat the demons.
Yeah.
That's part of his run. They didn't even show that part.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Bruh. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that, but you're completely right. Did they show the Seth? They showed the clip from the Seth Rollins. No, because he didn't win during that.
yeah,
He lost by disqualification,
also, American Alpha is over right now.
as they should be. Oh man, low key, I feel bad. Who was the nigga that was with Otis before when they were heavy machine? Tucker.
Yeah.
Tucker, man, he got the shaft. He got fired, and Otis has just been. He's been that consummate mid card guy, but he's over with the people, and like he knows he's got a steady job, and he's
And I can tell Vince
Chad
feels like,
Gable's gold too. I
yo,
love
I'm
Chad
gonna
Gable.
tell y'all too. Monray is Vince McMahon, and I know he is. He thinks like Vince McMahon, 100%. He's like, oh, why is Renee, what's her name? Dupree,
Um,
Maxine
yeah,
Dupree.
Maxine Dupree.
Why is she with the people that don't be on the show? So Vince like, we like these two. They over. Let's put them with them because it's eye candy. She's almost just
Think,
Stacy Keibler at this
but
point.
think they always put Otis with the bad bitch when he gets over. Think it was Mandy Rose before.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then they sent her back to NXT, and she had an amazing run and got fired because her titties were on the internet.
She was
Travesty.
she was sending them to people.
Hey, but she was making that money, bro. Fuck that. Let her get paid, bro. Think about how good she got in NXT.
Yo, rest of the fans were like, y'all ain't review these shows all. We talking about random shit. But
Yeah,
that's what
we
we
gotta get
all.
it. We gotta get it together.
But yeah, do that thing you do. Do that thing you do that makes me chuckle every time.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. I'm like, all right, this is my last
I
one.
love Chad Gable, bro.
Yeah, they was really over in Imperium. It's weird. Imperium getting this title. Now they're gonna have like a real feud after they just wasted the match a
They
few weeks
but
ago.
they deserve a real feud though,
Yeah.
because think about Imperium. They were good as NXT Tag Team Champions or NXT. Well, they were the NXT Tag Team Champions and the NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Like we know these niggas can go. Like Giovanni Vinci and Kaiser Wilhelm, they can wrestle. Not a, and I mean Gunther's Gunther. Walter, I still think he should be Walter, but low key Gunther might be
Yo,
better.
I ain't gonna lie.
In hindsight, but I can't. I'm not gonna stand on that hill because I was one that think I'm a hardcore Walter guy. But as
Yo,
we've
I
gotten
think
it,
that's messing them up though, cause I think they keep showing random like posts of Gunther, and it's like some Nazi flag that they keep getting in trouble with, and they got to delete off the thing. They did it, not a champion. They had a little red thing like they always do, but it had a picture of Gunther, and I'm like, bro, that's a German. You cannot have it posted.
do
I'm
you
like,
think that's why
they edited it out. Go look at Clash. Go look at Night of Champions again. They edited it out because they would. Because I don't think they realized what they were doing. You
that
can't
is
put a
pretty
German
crazy?
man on a little red flag. You cannot do that.
It is hilarious. Because you got to think the Saudis aren't thinking about it like that. That's a Western phobia from World War II. But
But they
I
keep messing up over and over. They
think
keep doing
think the swastika is regularly used in manga all the time, and we've gotten over it because we know it doesn't mean the same thing in Japan. Though it technically could mean the same thing in Japan, we ain't gonna act like they wasn't tight with Germany.
Tor been on this train for. By the way, I've been on Tor for 2 years. He's been on this train. No, that was Joe. Joe was on this train. That was Joe. Never
Well,
mind. I put it
I
on
was
tour.
just saying, don't
That's
put.
Joe.
But Joe might be right. They were
Oh,
tied with They were tied with the Germans.
yeah. Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly, as Tori said, works well together, and they had a good 6-man tag with
And I hate 6-man tags. But
shout out to Rich Hollins for taking the pin because Pete Dunne don't need to take pin. He need to get
yeah, I was gonna say, we need Pete Dunne to the Pete Dunne breakaway. Pete Dunne versus Gunther a good one more time at a pay per view would be amazing. But I liked the match, and I don't usually like 6-man tag matches all like that.
the OC dominated Hit Row.
As they should have. After Hit Row put out a whole diss track, like, did you see the diss track?
I did. He
What?
usually good though, but that was terrible.
Listen, don't go look at Top Dollar's Twitter and just see him like arguing with randos about whether he can rap or not. I literally read this man say, "Nigga, I got anointed by Nipsey 5 years ago. Look at my followers. Look who follows me."
You was a wrestler, dog. They follow. You a black wrestler. Most rappers do follow black wrestlers.
But I guess this was before. I guess he was trying to be a rapper before he was trying to be a wrestler.
He was on that show. He was on
Yeah,
that MTV show.
was on the show, but I'm guessing this is predating.
What's that MTV show?
No, it was A&E.
Oh,
he was doing the wrestling. Unless he was on a show before, he was running around looking for wrestling treasures. But Hit Row are they're squash guys at this point. I mean, Swerve was the substance of that group.
You play football? Of course. He the substance of his new group because they ain't getting off without him.
Yeah, I was saying the mogul affiliates ain't doing too well over on AEW. But Swerve's so good.
I'm like, bro, why does everyone they put you
He couldn't. Hey, but one thing I can say, this might be a little off topic, but Keith Lee was just a little too much weight, too much more weight than you could expect Swerve to carry.
I'd rather have Keith Lee than him. He brought them two white supremacists.
Yeah. But it was the two tatted up white supremacist looking guys and Rick Ross, and now it's the two white supremacist looking guys and Brian Cage and Tonga Loa and Prince Nana. I love Prince Nana. Prince Nana is gold. That's one thing I will say. Prince Nana is pure gold.
People talking about B-Fab punches is only
But
comparable
she cannot. Yo.
Somebody said the only one that's comparable to him is John Moxley. Shout out
That's
to Zen in the group
chat.
I didn't say it. That was in the group chat from my boy. He said
I don't even poor girl. She really can't, but she's beautiful though.
I like how you said poor girl. We said John Moxley.
His punches they don't look good, folks. Let's not lie, okay? We're all wrestling fans here. You're not going to sit there and tell me John Moxley throws amazing working punches, okay? Put my sunglasses back on.
Shout out to boy Zenia for saying that. I never thought about it, but he really don't have good
punches. He doesn't. Bad punches, or he throws those weird forearms like the Joshi girls.
He kind of hated to do like soft. Yeah. I'm like, what? Shout out to starting my soul girl.
And then he covers the ring in thumbtacks and blades himself in the corner.
He was so jealous to Wednesday. We're gonna get to that. John Moxley was so jealous. He saw he saw an explosion when somebody kicked somebody in the face. He was so
But he was the guy getting kicked in the face though. So he was all about it. He was the guy getting kicked in the face. So he was there he was like, oh, exploding kick to the face. I'll take that. I'm hardcore.
I bet he wish his foot was the one in the text.
Oh yeah, no, because if John Moxley starts doing super kicks, I'm gonna be sad. Don't you even put that in the universe. John Moxley does not need to do a super kick.
He's a good wrestler. He's been one of the anchors for AEW, but
he is a good old school Stolly type wrestler. Of course, we know he can do amazing work in death matches. But
So
I
I'm not
mean,
hating on him. I'm just I do hate his
Dean
punches.
Ambrose,
So that is
John,
hate, but
but I hate. But
his
that's
punches is horrible.
with any wrestlers. We're wrestling fans. Of course, we're gonna pick them apart because we're not actually doing it.
John is amazing though, but other than that, his punches is terrible. Y'all ain't gonna lie to me ever. I don't care if he's
He's
a
got an
stand up.
amazing promo. He's got an amazing
Yeah,
in ring aura. He knows how to work the
everything but his
crowd
punches.
and his blade timing. How many times now have we caught John Moxley on camera?
Next up, we had Grayson Waller effect with Oscar.
Bruh, Grayson Waller,
He was
Loki
hilarious.
he got over with me in the beginning of this.
All them women were fighting. He's like, "This is the
I just
greatest
went
night of
straight.
my life."
Yeah, I was like, but man, I had a big problem with this. Um, Lacey Evans, her Sergeant Slaughter cosplay. What are we? That's Vince.
I ain't gonna lie, I hated it because it reminded me of Sergeant Slaughter, but with some nice tits, and I was upset.
Bro, it was literally just sexy Sergeant Slaughter.
And I was mad.
It was
I'm
like
like,
if you got online and typed in slutty Sergeant Slaughter outfit, Lacey Evans would pop up. Y'all know the Halloween costumes I'm talking about, how they
Tori,
have like slutty pediatrician or freaking
Tori,
you
you know
guys
what the
know
problem with that is? Nobody wears that hat no more.
what she does.
Army people do not wear that hat no
But
more. They
she
stopped
is
that.
a veteran and like shout out to her for being
Her
crazy
whole
enough
time,
to
she ain't old enough to wear that hat. That hat stopped in like the 90s. They do not wear that hat anymore, dog. The early 90s,
Oh,
she was not in the military.
She was in the trailer park with her drug addict father in the '90s. She was
My
nowhere near
dad and
the
them,
army.
my daddy, when he was in Vietnam, they wore the hats. My sister's a general, a colonel, and they never wore them hats ever because
Well,
they got the
listen,
little fat
Vince
hat.
McMahon, bruh. That's what Sarge wore. That's what military people wear. Okay,
Vince is
you know
90 years
how
old.
this goes. Why are
Vince,
you?
Vince is 100. Hey, I've been on a campaign to stop. I'm with Stephen A. Smith. Old people need to stop running. If you hit 80, you can't run nothing.
Well, that means we no. Don't say that because it means we still get 3 more years out of Vince. Because what he's like 77 or is he 79?
I don't know how old Vince is.
But either way, if he's closer to 80, then yeah, 80, get him out of here. But I've been saying get Vince out of here for the last decade. And I mean both
He's
figuratively and
77.
literally. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. No,
Should
I
we
don't want
lower?
three
Okay, let's
more.
lower it to 75 then.
I
We'll
was
lower
going
it to
to say,
75.
yeah, then Vince should have been gone 2 years ago, which is actually 10 years ago. You should have got him out of there at 68.
It would have saved a lot. We would have still had
Hey, what, bruh.
we just had we
We
would have
would
still
have
had
got.
Hurt Business doing great things.
Yeah, they never would have got split up.
People forget Hurt Business was on Raw running shit and was great.
They were, bruh.
While the Bloodline was on SmackDown, it was a good time.
Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander were a dope tag team. Bobby Lashley's Bobby Lashley. MVP's got that old school gift of gab from the Attitude Era into, well, ruthless aggression more. But you know what I mean. He came up from that legendary class of OVW, I do believe. If not from there, he was still in that time period with your Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista class.
Zelina Vega came out and made me say what I always say: "I'll fight
Bruh,
Malachi Black."
bruh, I wouldn't fight him, but I'll shoot him. You ain't getting no. Let's see you get a black mass out when I hit you with this goddamn 300 blackout, nigga. What's going on?
We are joking, but people get
And
offended. That we joke about.
we are just kidding. I would not. I
But don't
love
break
not.
up with it. I promise you, I'm here for the rebound.
I'm a fan of his run with the belts right now. I like but
I do too.
do you? I feel like LWO is heavy-handed pandering to the Latino community.
They did that after
Mr.
promo.
and Mrs. Money in the Bank, but then he had to say it in Spanish, and then they had to. What kind of hat was goddamn? Did you see Homeboy was wearing the goddamn? I don't even know what you would. It's like the hat Joe be wearing, the wide brim boy,
A
the
fedora.
wide brim boy. No, the wide like the rounded brim fedora, like a black suede, almost like Sergeant Slaughter's hat, but like
Uh,
um. But anyways, it was man.
I think WWE felt like they had something with that, and then just gonna try to go all in with it. I'm like, you don't have to. The reason it
But
worked the first time is because it was like special, but they didn't like overdo it. Then
now they're
now they heard Bad Bunny response, and they're like, oh we love his Latin America.
No, we gotta go. We gotta run with this, folks. LWO's back in full effect. Rey Mysterio's gonna ride this train right into retirement. Hopefully, with a stunning retirement match against Dom. If Dom retires his dad, that kid's next level heel for the next decade. Agreed? If he
100%.
does it right. Of course, whenever Ray's ready.
They had the thing. Oscar, you laughed at everybody while they were starting to fight, and nobody ready for Oscar. Bianca came. I was hoping she was gonna do her heel stuff, but she didn't. I was
Nope.
mad. I was hoping she
She
gonna do
came
that.
at
I
James
was.
Cena with that baby
I'm
face
like, no,
energy.
it's still that. I need them old school NXT. Take the earrings out, right? Walk behind the stove, take the earrings off.
I don't know. That might be too. That might be too
Oh,
racially charged in
but
2023. They
this, I'm
look
just
at her
going off.
crazy.
I'm just going with the heel run. That what she did.
I'm just. I'm just saying.
She already did it. That was her heel character.
I know, but I'm saying they looked at us. They looked at people crazy then when they were like, "Oh, people are too
Well, just
sensitive
give me
for
the heel punches.
stereotypes in
Give me
media."
the heel punches when she used to wrap around. Yo, Naomi still got the best work punches. Almost. I felt like Naomi would beat. Who was her name? Cameron. When they
Yeah,
fought, I thought she would fight her for real.
them
Naomi
looks
work
so
punches.
sexy, bro. Tyrus was wasted with them. He's still on Fox. This nigga taking the NWA championship on Fox News. I almost had a side tangent, folks. I was like, this is why no one's watching NWA Billy Corgan because
Tori,
you got
Tori,
Tyrus taking fucking the NWA championship on Fox News every
I,
week.
I saw a tweet that said, when Corgan said, "If you're not a fan of Tyrus, you're not a fan of
Fan of
wrestling,"
wrestling.
and then some dude in the comments literally said, "Well, I guess I'm a fan of sports entertainment." And a dude came, I guess I'm a sports entertainment fan. And a dude came under him and said, "It had that little Daniel Garcia. I am too. I am too." I'm like, this was bad.
Bruh,
If that's the case, I'm a
don't
sports
know, bruh. Billy Corgan is a wash, bruh. That was a crazy statement. I don't know what he was saying.
Yo, it was almost universal too. Like they
This
were like,
nigga was a
I'm a sports.
funkadactyl. This is the failed funkadactyl. Freaking now he's a right wing funkadactyl. Come
Some
on.
dude in the comments said Vince would have said the same thing. I'm like, Vince had him dancing like.
I was saying, Vince had this nigga in a sparkly fucking Adidas sweatsuit with a Kango hat on,
He was not making
dancing
it
with
for
two
world champ,
bad black bitches.
and he was a jobber.
He was a straight jobber.
Billy Corgan said the Funkadactyl jobber, who was in worse shape than he was in WWE,
Which is crazy.
and he decided he's the world champ.
But
Like
but who's watching? Who's watching NWA, bro?
nobody.
Okay,
We had Lacey Evans versus Liam Vega. Lacey Evans still a good work, even though they don't know what to do with him.
bro. They gave us her whole sob story and then made her a heel, and now she's Sergeant Slaughter's female counterpart.
They don't know what to do. They're like,
It doesn't matter how good she is in the ring at this point.
yeah, you
It's
don't
a
know how to.
wash. It's a wash, bro.
I'm like, just let her be just something else. Just let her
I
be.
don't
She
know.
pretty. Just make her do
Let her go
something.
back to the. At this point, and I wouldn't have said this back in the day, but I'd take the sassy Southern Belle over freaking Mrs. Slaughter.
Yeah. Then we had a good one. Montez and LA Knight. Montez
Yeah.
Ford was booed.
LA Knight, yeah,
LA Knight got the win by cheating. Everybody was the
as
crowd
he
erupted.
should.
The crowd erupted because they like missed the
He's,
money. But
bruh, he's got to win Money in the Bank.
I would love him to mess with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins in his promo when he come out with the money in the bank. I got this here belt. Yeah.
I got this here contract. Yeah,
Sooner or later, the time will come.
bruh, LA Knight would be epic with the. Just think about the content you get out of LA Knight with that fucking briefcase, bro.
He just interrupt Roman Reigns all from the crowd randomly. He just start yelling. He don't even have to say that. He just yell, yeah, the whole
You just hear, I would say the whole crowd just, yeah.
And then Roman Reigns know he's around.
Oh yeah. Once you hear the yes, you know LA Knight's somewhere near LA Knight. Yeah.
But that's essentially was
I literally
AEW.
almost can't say his name without saying that afterwards. It doesn't feel right just saying LA Knight. Yeah.
But yeah, now we get talk. Let's talk a little bit about Dynamite. We did go over a little bit of it. Ratings did better, but the demo was down. Which I don't. Are y'all okay with
I,
that? AEW fan, because y'all like to brag about demo, but the demo
I
down.
was
So
about to say the demo was not, and what they not
the
920
ratings was
was the
up.
high. The 920 I do believe was the high point for the night.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just we we have. I don't think we didn't talk about it, but Battleground versus
Oh, we do gotta talk about that because I seen a
double
lot of people say
double.
Battleground was better.
But I've also seen a lot of people saying that Battleground ratings severely suffered because of Double or Nothing.
I know a lot of people said they saw it the next day.
Because I saw Sean good old Sean Rossap. He was talking about how Battleground numbers definitely probably took a hit because of Double or Nothing, and all we got out of Double or Nothing was an exploding super kick. But
It
no,
was to me. It was clearly NXT until the last two matches, and then it kind of evened out. Even though I did have to
TK
go
just
back.
had more because you got to think, freaking when Battleground ended, there was still two more main events and freaking
And the good matches, thankfully, the good matches were the better
yeah,
matches.
yeah. But think you had to go through all the other stuff to get there, and I mean there were some I like what I don't like, but I do like.
What did Dave
Tony
rate?
Tony Khan is such a bruh. He did exactly. Tony Khan told us he literally waited until Chris Statlander came back. She was gone for 9 months. Jade went undefeated for how many 100 days before she finally came back to take the belt? 200, 300 something days, 400 days.
Dave gave the Elite and Black Bull Comeback Club 5 star.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't no fucking way.
He did. He really.
I ain't gonna lie. They won me over a little bit. Wheeler Yuta pinned Kenny Omega, regardless of what happened. And I know that was Kenny Omega. That had to be Kenny Omega booking. Because TK is not gonna book Yuta to go over. But that's crazy. 5 stars. But the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels was only 4.5, folks.
Let's see what he gave
4.2.
Dijak and Ilya.
Probably
Dijak
like
and Ilya 4 3/4. When
3/4.
it's almost unanimously the best match of the weekend for most people. Even though me and
Yeah.
Tori didn't feel like when we watched it was, but I did
I was
watch the
gonna say
beginning.
I went and watched it back. I feel the same. I feel the same about it. It was a good match,
A
but
lot of people liked that match.
I feel like we were spoiled. I feel like we as wrestling fans have been sort of spoiled by like Ilya versus Walter and Ilya versus freaking Tyler Bate and freaking. You know what I
Tyler
mean?
Bate is so good.
Yeah.
To
Even
get
though,
him and
even
Dolph
though
Ziggler got that. This is awesome at a crowd after a show, 3 hours in.
that is true. They got it out of the eats of it was the dregs of the fandom.
Know what I'm saying? They got it out of it too, and I'm like, you know how good Tyler Bate got to be. But they said
But
Ilya
no.
might be coming up after SummerSlam, and probably Brian.
I'm all for that. I'm down whenever Ilya comes main roster side. I will be there to embrace him with open arms.
But we don't say we always say Dave is very biased, specifically to the Young Bucks. So, so,
Yeah, 5 stars.
I don't even know if it's AEW no more,
I
Tori, because
mean,
when the Young
what
Bucks was gone, he
on
basically didn't
paper?
give no 5 star, did he?
I don't think.
Besides Will Ospreay, he
Hangman.
might have gave Will
Yeah, I
Ospreay.
was gonna say not in
But he's biased to
AEW.
him
I
too.
don't think.
You know what I'm saying? When the Young Bucks go, he don't give no 5 stars. Say when the Young Bucks come back, he give
Unless
5 stars.
Kenny's wrestling
Oh yeah, the Young Bucks can the elite. If the elite wrest
the
Hangman
elite.
too. If anybody in
Hangman.
that group,
I think
anybody,
Hangman's officially back with the elite.
yeah, any one of his friends, he'll give 5 star, which is we know what it is.
I
I
mean,
ain't even complaining. I'm just explaining it for anybody that don't know.
It's just if you don't know now, you do. You
Yeah,
can't
his
take.
friend, he give his
There
friends
was a
5 star.
time where, because even I feel like there's a time, even though it's been maybe a decade or so ago, where I took the observer rating super serious too. I was
People
like,
get
yeah,
mad about it. I'm like, y'all upset. I didn't want to see. I knew he was gonna give them. That's why I looked it up because I knew he was gonna get that match 5 star.
that's so. But
I knew it, Tor.
on
I looked,
paper though, think about it. On paper though, a match with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Brian Danielson, John Moxley. Hangnail,
Claudio,
Wheeler, you
aka
Yuta,
Cesaro.
Claudio. I mean, if there was ever a multi-man match that could get a 5-star rating, I mean, on paper that could definitely be it.
Yeah,
But
I just had to look it up because I
exploding,
knew he was doing.
exploding super kicks, folks. I mean, I'm sure if you haven't, go look it up. John Moxley and all his glory, bleeding like a stuck pig, getting kicked in the face by Matt Jackson with an exploding Jordan.
Let's go through these matches real quick. We had the oh, this is good. Is this Dynamite?
Matches for Dynamite, right?
We had the John Moxley, Will Yuta, Claudio versus the Lucha Bros. Of course, the Blackpool Comeback Club won.
Yeah. Or wait, didn't the Young Bucks run interference?
Oh,
Or
what?
did the,
Yeah. Oh, this.
the
I was like, this ain't right. Am I crazy?
I was gonna say, I thought the
I'm just looking at the results online. This is not right. I'm like, huh?
I was gonna say I thought that the Young Bucks ran
Yuta hit
into
the running knee and hammer strike before getting a pin in the win.
that.
Bandito took it to Yuta.
Okay, but did
Was
did
that
the
the week
Young
before
Bucks?
they lost? The week before.
Yeah, might have. Yeah,
Shout
going
out
into
to Jelly. Jelly so
oh
else.
go
Jelly finna call Tora Panda.
some sort of bear.
Jelly can stay for the next show because we about to do another one when we talk about Into the Spider Verse. So we need to hurry and get this one over.
Yeah, wrestling ran long.
So what else we got? That I don't even remember. I thought this how much I didn't care about that part. I got the winner wrong apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna say hell. I guess, but they
I
did
think
they
they
did.
lost the week before. They lost it a week
Yeah,
before them.
I think
So.
you're right. It was the week before.
But I just FTR came out, Jay and Juice. They had a little thing with them, which I was kind of interested in.
Yes, but it's FTR. They're the best tag team in the world. I'm gonna be
Jay White.
interested in whatever they do. Jay, the Bang Bang Gang, Jay White, Juice, Rock Hard, Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to him for marrying Tony Storm, cause she's freaking top tier.
Yeah. And then we had they announced CM Punk to a mixed reaction.
I've seen a lot of people. Some people say it was more boo. It's a nondescript Coca-Cola cup. I honestly don't know what gas station it came from. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that's that gas station cut when nobody they want to be real cheap.
Uh huh. Yeah, I got to the ones in the hood. It is what it is. But
I'm yeah, what you say?
no. What was I gonna say about?
You said you heard more people say
Yeah,
booze and beer?
I've heard some people say that there were more boos. I've heard some people say that they thought that they heard more cheers. I'm like, it sounded 50-50 to me. I'm not gonna lie. It was very mixed. It'll be interesting to see what it sounds like when
I
he's
heard he going to
actually
get.
in.
They said he might go against Jay White or Samoa Joe. I'm like, but he got to be a heel when he come back. You
Yeah,
hear the
he
reaction?
definitely. I would say he's got to be, but I don't know. Tony can have faith in his booking abilities and think he's gonna make CM Punk a. Because what if he wants to? Because do you remember where CM Punk ended? They were going in for that second collision with Max.
I don't. I think you keep him far away from the championship. You get that belt again, he might just get.
The money match is Omega Punk at Wembley. You want to sell out Wembley
Tell you,
all
not
night?
do, I'm saying. I think
Bro,
I done gave over now.
if they do that, they can sell out Wembley. You can sell out Wembley with Kenny Omega versus CM Punk. You just got to
He
be
gonna take that
willing to
as a
do it.
compliment.
I definitely take that as a compliment.
Shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy Hendrix. Next we had Big Bill, Trent Beer, Beretta, and Swerve Strickland. Swerve won, of course. Swerve
Yeah.
did a cool move in this match. I do remember that, but I don't remember nothing else in this match. Wasn't it like that little weird hurricane runner thing he did?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like the little follow through. What if he would have hit? What if he would have hit Big Bill with the little underhook driver that he does? The wheelbarrow into the. I don't know how the logistics would work, but I think that man, Big Bill, he could be a monster heel. if they work him right. We've seen Cavs do work before. We know he can go. Swerve is good in every match. I mean, we just talked about earlier. He was the substance of freaking
He would have
Hit
wrestled the
Row.
group.
He was the soul of Hit Row. Hit Row is a squashable job click without him, which every promotion needs though. We're gonna act like we don't need jobbers, and I don't want to do that. Jobbers are important part of the pro wrestling ecosystem. True or false?
True, you need people to get them win.
Yep.
Get you back on track when you've been a good team been losing a while. Get them back on track real quick.
Which was is that what
Which
we're is
which
that what we're
OC
doing
did.
with FTR?
Are you calling Jay White and Judah?
Well, they're way better singles wrestlers. Well, Jay White, they're not. We're not gonna act like they're on the tag caliber of freaking the Briscoes or the Usos or freaking god dang the Motor City Machine Guns or even the Young Bucks.
No, they're not.
You know what I mean? Like these are elite level tags. Anyone that I didn't think, although I didn't think Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal were good enough opponents for freaking FTR.
But it seemed
And
like
I love
it
Jay
seemed like
Lethal.
it was hot. Tag division was hot. Then
Yeah,
it
I
cooled
would
off a
say,
lot.
but people were just hot to see FTR because they hadn't been on TV in
And
forever.
that claim was hot too. Did they?
Yeah, the acclaimed were the acclaimed, bruh. If they work a feud right, a feud between the acclaimed and the House of Black can be gold. Which
Don Callis came out next and he got booed. He got loud booze. Only the people person I
they
know get booed
hurt
louder
Kenny,
than that.
he hurt Kenny Omega.
Which makes you, which you like, I'm like, okay, this crowd is really elite level, elite
Bruh,
crowd.
any crowd that is going to be at a Dynamite is a die-hard crowd. Casuals are not going to AEW shows,
Which is why
bruh.
CM Punk got to be.
That's the only. I would say CM Punk is the only person drawing in the casual fan because if you know remotely of him from any time in wrestling, you know something problematic could happen at any time, and he's amazing in the ring and on the mic.
We got Don Callis came out only he got booze only second to only Dominic.
Yeah, poor heel Takeshita is kind of wild. The hardcore
By the way, I
Japanese
saw
fans
I
that
saw
love
some
him.
AEW people like, oh, he getting levels of Dominic. No, he not. Dominic
Shut the
cannot speak.
fuck up.
Dominic cannot talk.
You mean
Yo, Kevin Owens
Takeshita?
did his yell. Kevin Owens did his yell, and you couldn't hear him.
Yeah, bruh.
This don't matter. We can't talk to him, and you couldn't hear it. And he loud as shit when he do that, and you still couldn't hear him over the yell. Like, how you drown out Kevin Owens scream? That's how you know the crowd be booing dumb.
Dom is like I said, if Dom ends his father's career, get him out of here. Next level.
Give
But
him a title quickly.
Takeshita can't speak English. And I hate it because I'm one of those wrestling fans. If you follow Takeshita on Twitter, that nigga just like Cinnabon, bruh. That nigga just like Cinnabon in wrestling. He just wants cinnamon rolls into wrestle. There ain't nothing heelish about that.
Yeah. Next up, we had Darby Allin and
Cinnamon
Orange
rolls were
Cassidy.
almost this nigga's gimmick. If he was in the WWE and Vince looked at how much he liked cinnamon rolls, he would be the cinnamon roll bandit.
Vince might get bad and make him a job.
He
How dare you like pastries? You ain't a man.
don't. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that to Takeshita. Takeshita's amazing in the ring.
Yeah, I'm just talking about when let Vince find you like some weird obsession or something. You like pastries?
You're gonna be the pastry chef. You're a French Japanese man now. You learned at the cordon bleu.
He gonna lose every week.
Oh, put his face inside. They make him come out with some elaborate ass dish every week that he ends up getting slammed into at some point.
You know Vince do it. Don't let Vince
Vince
find
is
out
corny.
nothing. Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus Gates of Agony, and somehow Orange Cassidy got to wrestle every week, so he had to be.
Bruh, Orange Cassidy is the freaking franchise player of AEW. He is the face. Tony Khan dressed up as this nigga for Halloween. He is the mascot. He should be on the cover of AEW Fight Forever because that nigga has a match on every week. Nobody's getting more TV time than Orange Cassidy,
I like that MJF bring that up
and
too.
he's got like the third tier title too. Because in my mind it goes World Championship, TNT title, international title. Really, it goes World title, tag titles, TNT title, international title. But Orange Cassidy's there every week and he carries the belt in a fucking backpack.
Then we had Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander, shout out to
Let's go, Stylander's back, baby.
We also had Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus Chris Jericho and Saraya. I ain't
Of
gonna
course,
lie, everybody looked good in the match until Saraya got in, and I was like,
bruh, Adam Cole looks so. How you look? How does Chris Jericho make you look small? Chris Jericho's used to be. I swear he did not feel that. Adam Cole did not feel this little to me in NXT. And he was
even
going up against niggas like Ilya and Keith Lee, and he still didn't feel as small as he feels in AEW.
he feels really small.
Like, it looked like Jericho was big body in him. And Jericho's always been the little guy in the ring.
Let's get into this. We know what happened. Like I said, Saraya.
Yes, Adam Cole and Britt Baker take the dub ski.
Yeah, let's get in some NXT real quick. Raw too long, we ain't covering. That weaponized steel cage, Gigi Dolan, Jacy Jane. It was where Gigi Dolan wins. It was a great little setup, little storytelling match. Really good match. Trick Williams cut a heck of a promo on Noam Dar. But he always
Trick,
do.
man. Trick gonna have to bring it if he's gonna be in the ring with Noam Dar. Noam Dar can wrestle.
You know what I'm saying? But
He can go.
Supernova
I was
going
gonna say he's
against
a
Trick and Mello.
supernova.
Going against Trick and Mello is super no. I'm like, I like that. I like that, Trick.
Because what is
If you can
it's like
wrestle
the
though.
Scottish supernova or some shit. He's from some some European country.
Yeah, so but Trick cut a heck of a promo. Like, you a supernova.
Trick can talk. Trick can talk his ass off.
I just need
If he can wrestle like he could talk, you put the belt on him. For real. I mean that. If Trick can wrestle like Trick can talk, put the fucking belt on him.
100%. Then Tyler Bate and Wesley versus the Dyad. Dyad looked amazing. Of course, Wesley been on fire. Tyler Bate is just Tyler.
I was gonna say Tyler Bate's amazing. Wesley, I guess he's growing on me. I still think I liked him better in the tag team. Give old Pete his job back.
Man, he been cooking though in the North.
Yeah. But Shawn Michaels, this might be the only guy that Shawn Michaels has booked to a decent standard.
Yeah. Tiffany Stratton, of course, had a celebration. All the
She
women.
looks so amazing.
She's and Shawn Michaels do one thing in wrestling I love. He makes everybody look like they want it, even if it don't make sense. But it's a belt, so let's go for it.
Yeah, you want the title.
Everybody just start fighting. All the women just start fighting in the ring because who's gonna get the belt?
It's not gonna be like AEW. It's not just gonna be Ace Steel coming down for the belt.
That still made me something like, bro. He like, here's a chance at a championship, and nobody came down. I'm like,
a chance at the world championship, and the only person that came down was Ace Steel.
Nobody gonna fight over. I like, man, just have it fight, get knocked out the ring. Ace Steel just come and get it while everybody fighting. That'd be cool. But nobody came out at all. Nobody wanted a chance at the title.
How much more heat does CM Punk get if when he comes out, Ace Steel's with him?
I would.
Those are atomic boos. They have to get that off. They have to.
We saw
Collision pulls over 1 million, right? That first night, all off of just seeing if CM Punk's gonna go supernova.
I don't. We gotta see because I know they said they sold no tickets before they announced it. That's the reason they said they announced CM Punk. By the way, they said they were selling no tickets.
I believe it, bro. That's the only reason people are gonna care at this point. Rampage never touched 1 million again after CM Punk's debut was the Rampage debut. They did 1 million. They're trying to redo it for Collision, even though Rampage has never gotten close to 1 million again.
A non-pay-per-view Saturday? That's always hard to do.
I don't know, man. It's CM Punk at the end of the day. Wrestling
Oh, I'm
fans.
talking about not the. I'm not talking about the first time. I'm just talking about
Oh yeah.
continuously over and over a non pay per view Saturday.
I don't know if it feels like it's booked by somebody other than Tony Khan. It might get over.
Eddie Thorpe is with Enoff and Malik
Who
Blade.
the fuck is Eddie Thorpe?
That's a newer guy. All
Okay,
this is all
that's a
black dudes. They,
crazy name.
you
Vince
know they
wouldn't
put
have let
all
that
black
name
dudes.
for.
They put all black dudes together. That's how they do
Eddie
it.
Thorpe is black.
Is Eddie Thorpe black? I think he
I have
was.
no idea. I don't know the fuck
Oh no,
Eddie.
he's Eddie Thorpe is the little. He's not black. He's little. I don't know. I don't know what.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell.
okay, I was gonna say, bro, Eddie Thorpe does not sound like a nigga to me.
He used to
But
be
I could be
called.
wrong.
He used to
If
be
Eddie,
called. He used to be called Fredericks.
I have no,
He
I
was
don't.
in New Japan, so he's just
Oh,
called Fredericks. I don't know what color.
if
But
he was in New Japan, he's probably running Super Junior because he couldn't be that big. So I didn't watch him.
Joey Coffey versus Chandler Lorenzo was okay. He knew a
Joe
dude.
Coffey's still in NXT.
Yep. It was pretty good. Joe
He
Coffey
can
got the win.
wrestle. I like Joe Coffey. He should be main roster. Him and Pete Dunne have had some bangers.
Corey J versus Ivy now. Of course,
I
Corey
thought
J
Cora
win.
Jade was injured, or was that Roxanne that was injured?
They back now.
Okay, good. Good
Both
for
of them.
them.
Well, Roxanne had a fake injury that she did to Shawn Michaels. She might not smile again storyline
Oh.
when she passed out and all that. And everybody
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah, I remember. I don't watch NXT consistently. I'll pop in for the pay per views. That's what I got you for.
yeah. Corey J not Ivy now. They did what they do. NXT been a lot better right lately.
Ivy now sexy as fuck.
Carmelo Hayes and beat Noam Dar.
I'm
Um,
not gonna lie. I'm gonna be intrigued to see what Carmelo does when he gets topside main roster wise. It's gonna be interesting.
I think he's a smaller guy that got a moveset that can work on bigger dudes. So I think it might work out for him. That little leaping off the thing, DDT, that the DDT do off the top rope is cool as shit. He just,
I don't know. I could see him getting jobbed out to Matt Riddle.
but all I know that spear was nasty. Shawn Michael might fight Vince. He get jobbed up.
But to Matt,
Two people I know for a fact Shawn Michaels will fight for is Roxanne and Carmelo.
well, with Roxanne, you got to deal with Shawn Michaels and Booker T could come out of nowhere.
They gonna just jump me.
I'd pay to see that. Shawn Michaels.
Hey,
Shawn
Booker T
Michaels
first time.
super kicks Vince into a bookend.
Everybody gonna be like, but I think Fox liked Roxanne too. They were bragging about it when she came on the show because she is really good. So I doubt they did. But Carmelo could be, but I think Shawn Michaels will fight for Melo.
We'll see.
You gonna keep bringing him to barbershop too? Yo, shout out to Shawn Michaels got full booking credit in NXT. Vince don't touch it because I know it'd be Shawn Michaels. It'd be some weirdest stuff on it. Oh, and this is Shawn Michaels. Why they always in the barbershop? You like black people just in the barbershop.
You gotta think Sean's heyday was the '90s when he was on cocaine and pain pills. So
All right, we
but
about to get out of here. Tori, anything else you want to talk about before we get out?
no, I think we covered the spectrum. Watch out for exploding super kicks.
NXT Battleground was a really good pay per view. The main event was way
It
better
didn't
than
have
Stadium Ground.
it didn't have no exploding super kicks though, did it?
Then Carmelo should have hit him with an exploding DDT.
Oh, I do want to give a shout out to MJF for the press scrum when they asked him about not going on last. They were like, "How do you feel about not wrestling last, even though you're the champion?" He said, "You think I want to wrestle around in a ring that's covered in Moxley's blood?" I was like, "He's the king." I don't blame you. Would you want to wrestle in a ring that was covered in Mox's blood?
You should not. Well, we finna get out of here. Tori, the last one. We got two more shows.
Follow me on Afro Copy 765 on everything, of course. Catch me on here on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Yeah, and y'all might not know who we are, but soon you will. Until then, it's
Who are these niggas?